1-1 to Steer, who's been aboard twice today. And he flies one deep to left center field. Back goes Taylor near the wall, and it's out of here. Spencer Steer brings down the house with a 3-run homer, and the Reds go in front 8-5.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be exclusively covering Reds players on this channel, but if you'd like to see anybody else on here that isn't a Red, feel free to leave a suggestion for me in the comment section down below. Let's get in the video. Spencer Steer is from Long Beach, California, where he lived there in his younger years along with his brothers. Although his brothers shared the same love for baseball as him, Spencer was a little more successful. The closest of his two brothers to making the league was Connor Steer, who now occupies a desk job in the Angels front office. After high school at Millikan High, where he posted a batting average over 400 and an OBP near 540 along with All-State honors, Steer got drafted by the Cleveland Guardians in the 29th round. Instead of signing with Cleveland, Steer chose to go to Oregon for college ball instead. At Oregon, Steer underperformed in his freshman and sophomore campaigns, posting OPSs of under 800. In his junior and final year at Oregon, though, Steer was a stud. The best player on his team by a mile, Steer had a .349, .456, and .502 season with 6 homers, an OPS of .948, and all Pac-12 honors. His spectacular junior season led Steer to being drafted in the 3rd round by the Minnesota Twins in 2019, where he stayed in the organization for 3 years. August 2nd, 2022, deadline day in Cincinnati, and during what had been a year to forget, the Reds were in the process of getting rid of what were once needed pieces in what was a good 2021 season. Luis Castillo, Sonny Gray, Jesse Winker, you name it, and they were all gone. Tyler Mahle was the last guy out the door. When the Twins came calling, the Reds got Spencer Steer, Christian Encarnacion Strand, and Steve Hajar, who was later traded for Will Benson, for Mahle. The Reds of the late 2010s were gone, and a new generation was on the rise, fronted by Spencer Steer and other Reds rookies. Spencer Steer's first full season with the Reds in 2023 was incredible. Although Steer made his debut in late 2022, he was still eligible for Rookie of the Year, and what a rookie campaign he had. In 156 games and near 600 at-bats, Steer was good for an .820 OPS to go along with 23 homers and 86 ribbies. Steer also managed to finish 6th in Rookie of the Year voting next to fellow Reds Elly De La Cruz and Matt McLain. Analytically, Steer was an average hitter though. He possessed no metrics over the 85th percentile for hitting, and both his expected batting average and expected slugging percentages were below the 50th percentile. However, his batting run value, an evaluator for how a player produces on the hitting side of the game only, was in the 82nd percentile. Although he had average hitting metrics at best, Steer's ability to produce runs was still good enough to be considered solid. Lucky? Yeah, due to a higher than average BABIP of .318, but these were solid metrics for a rookie on the rise. While Steer's hitting prowess was highly impressive, one major concern in 2023 for him was his atrocious fielding. Steer had a -21 defensive runs saved while playing multiple positions, and his fielding value was good for 5th worst in the league. Although he had a strong arm, his inability to field well at third base led to him bouncing around multiple different positions by the end of the year. Spencer Steer's 2024 season has been an interesting one for him as well. While there have been aspects that he's improved on, he has regressed to a league average player. At the time of recording though, Steer has just achieved a 2020 season, which is the 21st time since 1871 that a Red has achieved such a mark. Steer would be joining the likes of Elly De La Cruz this year, Joe Morgan, Chris Sabo, and Eric Davis. That's no fluke, and even though he's put up a league average OPS plus, I would consider this season a success and a possible kickstarter for a solid career. For the second year in a row, though, Steer's StatCast page looks subpar. Crucial analytics like expected batting average, barrel percentage, average exit velocity, and expected slugging percentage have all been below the 50th percentile, labeling him as a below-average hitter. However, Steer's ability to walk and not chase too many balls out of the zone have helped him maintain a 102 OPS plus, 2% better than a league average of 100. Although he's had an average season through his base numbers like run value have been through the roof this season. His run value of 24 has beat out Freddie Freeman, Pete Alonso, Ellie De La Cruz, Jarren Duran, and is 1 point lower than Francisco Lindor, who is competing for the MVP award in 2024. This is unprecedented production from a guy with an OPS of 100 points less than some of these marquee hitters. A big reason for why Steer's run value is so high is that the only pitch that he hasn't been able to hit positively out of the 9 different pitches that he's faced in 2024 is a sinker. He's been annihilating four-seamers and sliders like no one's business, and that is a major reason for his success, his ability to capitalize on pitches that he can hit out of the park. Along with his hitting, Spencer Steer's fielding has improved. His fielding has gone from the first percentile last year to the 16th. While he still has an incredible distance to cover, playing multiple positions as a utility player does hurt fielding and hitting. Playing the same position all year would help with some of his fielding woes, but David Bell, the Reds manager, likes to use Steer in multiple positions. If Steer was to play one position, his fielding is going to improve. Full of potential like other notable young Reds, all Reds fans should know Spencer Steer. He possesses 2020 potential while still having league average numbers. This shows either how good he can truly be, or if his 2 full seasons in the MLB have been flukes. Leave your opinions in the comments down below, and thanks for watching the video. If possible, subscribe. It doesn't take very long, and it drives me to make more videos just like this.